Alright, so we got Men in Black 3. I liked the first one, the second one was decent. And in this one you have a person who's known as Boris, the animal, and then sometimes just Boris. Really unique character design, the fact that it looks like he's a bunch of creatures, like insects stuck together, because his neck has a jaggedness to it, like it's claws going together. He has the same effect around his eyes, as well as bits and pieces of his hand. Really unique design for that character. Again, they do a really solid job when it comes to the character designs. And what happens is this guy essentially breaks out of Lunar Max, yes, the prison on the moon, and then says he's going to go back in time to kill Kay. And in doing that, sets up a nice ripple effect throughout time. So then, Jay, the only person who remembers Kay, goes back in time to try to essentially save Kay. They do throw in bits and pieces that seem kind of bizarre. I like the fact they mentioned that Andy Warhol was actually a Men in Black agent the whole time. When they do the vignettes on the screen to show other people who are aliens, I think I saw Yao Ming, Lady Gaga, I think David Beckham as well. So they did a pretty good job on trying to integrate the more bizarre celebrities, in some cases the more highly physically gifted people, and saying, well, they're aliens and they're being monitored. A lot of it does take place in the past. They did a pretty good job when it came to making it look like 1969, New York as well as Cape Canaveral. The introduction of the character Griffin, who sees multiple realities at the same time, was different and added a nice element to it that actually helped transition the story fairly well. Pretty much, if Kay is killed, he doesn't put this device to Apollo 11, which doesn't create this giant force field. If there's no force field, in our time, these aliens show up and pretty much destroy the planet. So Jay has to go back, convince Kay who he is, and make sure he doesn't get killed. By at this point in time, which would actually be two Borises. The one with one arm, the one with two arms. The storyline works well, and it actually picks up on bits and pieces from the previous ones. So if you didn't see 1 and 2, you're still okay. If you saw 1 and 2, you'll see little bits and pieces in the background that kind of like Easter eggs. This is actually a pretty solid movie. I think that since it came out this year, it just got swallowed up by much, much bigger fish.